Do you remember the magical blink that made the impossible seem real? I Dream of Jeannie charmed generations with its humor, fantasy, and unforgettable cast, becoming one of television's most beloved classics. But decades later, the lives behind those familiar faces have taken very different paths. Some continued shining in the spotlight, others chose quieter lives, and time has changed them all. Today, we look back at the cast then and now, and discover where life has taken them after all these years. Larry Hagman, born on September 21, 1931, became a television icon when he stepped into the role of Major Anthony Nelson in I Dream of Jeannie at 33 years old. As the disciplined astronaut whose ordinary life changed forever after discovering a magical genie on a deserted island, Hagman created a character whose charm, patience, and unforgettable reactions turned every episode into a delightful blend of comedy and fantasy. His effortless chemistry with Barbara Eden became the heartbeat of a sitcom that continues to enchant audiences around the world. Although Anthony Nelson constantly tried to keep Jeannie's magical powers under control, his carefully planned life rarely escaped unexpected chaos. Hagman's outstanding comic timing and expressive performances transformed those impossible situations into timeless television moments that remain just as entertaining today as they were in the 1960s. The role established him as one of America's most recognizable television stars before he achieved even greater fame in later years. Larry Hagman's extraordinary life came to an end on November 23, 2012, when he died from complications of acute myeloid leukemia at the age of 81. More than 60 years after I Dream of Jeannie first aired, Major Nelson remains one of television's most beloved leading characters, ensuring Hagman's legacy continues to inspire generations of fans. Hayden Rorke, born on October 23, 1910, delighted audiences as Dr. Alfred Bellows when I Dream of Jeannie premiered in 1965. At 54 years old, Rorke transformed the well-respected psychiatrist into one of television's most memorable comedic characters. Convinced that Major Nelson's bizarre experiences could only be explained through psychology, Dr. Bellows spent years trying to uncover the truth, never realizing that real magic was unfolding right before his eyes. Rorke's sophisticated delivery, expressive reactions, and impeccable comic timing turned every encounter with Major Nelson into a highlight of the series. His growing frustration with impossible events became one of the sitcom's funniest-running storylines, earning Dr. Bellows a special place in the hearts of viewers. The character's blend of authority, curiosity, and bewilderment added a unique charm that perfectly complemented the show's magical premise. Hayden Rorke's extraordinary life came to an end on August 19, 1987, when he died from multiple myeloma at the age of 76. More than 60 years after I Dream of Jeannie first cast its spell on audiences, Dr. Bellows continues to be remembered as one of television's most lovable and unforgettable sitcom psychiatrists. Emmeline Henry, born on November 1, 1928, brought warmth and delightful humor to I Dream of Jeannie as Amanda Bellows, joining the magical sitcom at 36 years old. As the elegant and supportive wife of Dr. Alfred Bellows, Amanda often found herself caught between her husband's increasingly unbelievable theories and the extraordinary world secretly surrounding Major Nelson and Jeannie. Her grace and natural charm made every appearance feel genuine and effortlessly entertaining. Henry possessed a remarkable ability to elevate even the smallest moments through subtle comedy and sincere performances. Amanda's calm personality balanced Dr. Bellows' growing frustration, creating a lovable partnership that audiences appreciated throughout the series. Her presence added another layer of warmth to a sitcom already filled with unforgettable characters and magical adventures. Emmeline Henry's remarkable journey concluded on October 8, 1979, when she died from brain cancer at the age of 50. Although her life ended far too soon, Amanda Bellows remains a treasured part of I Dream of Jeannie's enduring legacy and continues to bring smiles to generations of devoted fans. Barton McLean, born on December 25, 1902, portrayed General Martin Peterson in I Dream of Jeannie during the later years of his distinguished career. Appearing on the series at 62 years old, McLean brought commanding authority, confidence, and unmistakable screen presence to every scene. As one of the senior military leaders overseeing Major Nelson, his character added credibility to the show's blend of military life and magical comedy. Long before joining I Dream of Jeannie, McLean had established himself as one of Hollywood's most recognizable tough guy actors, appearing in hundreds of films and television productions. His ability to portray powerful authority figures made him a perfect fit for the series, while his understated humor blended naturally with its light-hearted tone. Barton McLean's extraordinary career concluded on January 1, 1969, when he died from pneumonia at the age of 66. Even decades later, fans continue to appreciate the experience and authenticity he brought to one of television's most beloved fantasy sitcoms. Vinton Hayworth, born on June 4, 1906, appeared as General Winfield Schaefer in I Dream of Jeannie, joining the series at 59 years old. Blessed with a distinguished voice and commanding appearance, Hayworth became one of television's most dependable character actors, frequently portraying military officers, judges, and respected authority figures. His performance fit perfectly within the NASA-inspired world that surrounded Major Nelson's extraordinary adventures. Hayworth's extensive experience allowed him to bring realism and professionalism to every role, helping audiences believe in the series' unique blend of fantasy and everyday military life. His composed acting style provided the ideal contrast to the magical chaos caused by Jeannie's well-meaning spells, strengthening the sitcom's timeless appeal. Vinton Hayworth's remarkable life reached its conclusion on May 21, 1970, when he died from a heart attack at the age of 63. More than half a century after I Dream of Jeannie first captivated viewers, his contribution remains an important part of the talented ensemble that helped make the series a television classic. George de Normand, born on September 22, 1912, appeared as a cafeteria patron in I Dream of Jeannie, adding another familiar face to the magical world surrounding Major Nelson and Jeannie. At 52 years old when the sitcom premiered, de Normand had already built a long career in Hollywood, becoming one of those dependable character actors whose presence quietly strengthened countless classic films and television series. His natural screen presence helped even the briefest scenes feel authentic. One of I Dream of Jeannie's greatest strengths was creating a believable everyday world where extraordinary magic could unfold at any moment. Supporting performers like de Normand played an important role in making that illusion work, filling restaurants, offices, and public places with realistic characters that grounded the show's fantasy elements. George de Normand's remarkable career concluded on December 8, 1986, when he died from natural causes at the age of 74. Although his appearance was brief, he remains part of a timeless sitcom whose magical adventures continue to delight audiences more than half a century later. Joseph V. Perry, born on January 13, 1931, appeared as a bartender in I Dream of Jeannie during the series' unforgettable run. Joining the production at 34 years old, Perry was already earning recognition as a talented character actor whose versatility allowed him to move effortlessly between comedies, dramas, and action series. His calm, believable performances made him a welcome addition to every production he joined. Even a seemingly ordinary location like a neighborhood bar could become the setting for magical confusion whenever Jeannie became involved, and Perry helped make those moments feel completely natural. His understated acting style blended perfectly with the sitcom's lighthearted storytelling, reinforcing the realistic backdrop that made its fantasy elements even more entertaining. Joseph V. Perry's inspiring life came to an end on August 23, 2001. When he died from complications related to cancer at the age of 70. Looking back today, his appearance remains another small but memorable contribution to one of television's most beloved fantasy comedies. Benny Rubin, born on March 2, 1899, delighted audiences as the Arabian Reverend in I Dream of Jeannie, appearing on the beloved sitcom at 66 years old. By the time he joined the series, Rubin had already spent more than 4 decades entertaining audiences through vaudeville, film, radio, and television. His expressive face and unmistakable comedic style made him one of Hollywood's most recognizable veteran performers. Rubin's appearance perfectly complemented the series' magical Middle Eastern mythology, adding authenticity and playful humor to Jeannie's enchanting backstory. Despite limited screen time, his remarkable comic instincts allowed him to leave a lasting impression, proving once again that experienced character actors often became some of a sitcom's most memorable highlights. Benny Rubin's extraordinary journey concluded on July 15, 1986, when he died from natural causes at the age of 87. More than 60 years after I Dream of Jeannie first aired, fans still appreciate the unforgettable personalities who helped bring its magical universe to life.